Good morning. Right, so today we've got a bit of work for Rob to do. We are basically running a test shoot today because he's got a few people down. He's going to run like a mock day basically. So we're going to set all the traps up. We're just having a walk around. We're at a different corner of the woodland today. We're near the entrance where there's a different clearing. You've not seen this bit yet. So we'll fire a few off the stands at this end. We'll work our way around. I don't know how much filming we're going to get done because obviously I'm helping out, and then later on this afternoon when it's all packed up we'll head up to the other end and get chilled out at the camp. If you can see down here, down this hill, this is a really big clearing. I'm not sure if this used to be a lake at one point or another. Right, so a few people have turned up now, so we're just going to have a little bit of a plink. And Rob's just pulled the cartridges out, and he's got us these. And I don't know if you can see this, but I think we're clay geese shooting today, looking at the size of this shot. So he's also, he's got this, it's practically a cannon. I think it's a 32-inch barrel on it, so it is long. So that should be interesting because I am quite big, so I'll see if it fits me any better, because I'm usually, I like quite short shotguns, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. It might turn out really well.
I'm trying to fit them with these.
Right, let's decide which first. I think you
will
get that far and first. Look like we won, mate.
There you go, handy little tool. Skids Outdoors. I saw him cooking one of these at one of my mates, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's fishing gear. I've started looking more and more at it. It's Ridge Monkey. It's the XL one. Nice little case. That's an extra. But it's one of these pans, and the idea is it's a sandwich maker. So you can heat it up like, you know, get all your stuff in, squeeze it shut. You heat both sides of it. Brilliant. Who doesn't love a cheese toaster? But I use it as a frying pan as well, and they've just brought a new one out that I really want. It's the deep filled thing, and it's got like sections in it, so you can cook, like say, your meat on one bit, your veg in another bit, your beans in another bit. So quite handy really. But yeah, have a look at it online and stuff, and there's no end of videos of people cooking stuff in them, but I just thought it was good, and it's lightweight and it's non-stick as well, so ideal. These are a bit thicker, or you got a sandwich in there, all you'd do is that. You can also, I've seen on the videos where you can heat pizzas up and all sorts in them. Right, to give you a bit of an idea, just a quick blast in it, a little bit of oil. Can you see this? There we go. It's not bad. Bit of a toasted sausage sarnie. We'll let that cool a second and get some Tommy sauce on there, and we're away. Trying to get rid of all the rotten crap that's just laying about, you know, the stuff that you trip over, all that kind of thing. I mean, it's burning like it's keeping the fire going and getting a load of nice hot big fat embers, so when we do cook tea there's no flames coming up making a mess of all the pans and everything. You can just cook on the heat of it. That's the idea anyway. just another little item. I'm going to go through a few bits this weekend, just odds and sods that make my life easy, and this is one of them. It's battery powered, work light. I actually got this for the van for work, but I like this one because it's got the 12 volt charger on it. It's not overly amazing. It's only like, I think it's about 20 watts, something like that, but it is something, and I quite like just putting it on the side, lifting it up, and just illuminating a tree, or like say this one, it'd be the inside of a tarp or something like that. You know, it doesn't look much in the daytime, but you know, it's enough that I don't like carry is it the Tilly lights? You know, the ones with the little I forgot what they're called now. Mantles, with the little mantles. They look cracking, but it looks way too delicate to be in the back of an off-roader. So I'm not overly keen. I like my battery powered stuff because I've got all the charging units in there. Plus as well, if you see you had a breakdown or something like that, stick it on the wing, point it in the engine bay, you're away. It lasts. I've left this on all night and it's still been lit in the morning, and they are cheap as chips on eBay. You can also pay a little bit more and have them with a USB charger on the back of it, so it also doubles up as a charging point for your mobile phone and other devices. So just a bit of a thought there. That's one more handy little bit of kit. I think it's LED work light or something if you put on eBay for that one. I don't have a link before anybody asks. You can operate Google and eBay, I'm sure. I'm just going to go for a bit of a wander now. I've decided at the minute for waste and stuff, whatever you pack in, you pack out, pretty much. If you can burn it, and it's obviously not horrendous for the environment, we'll burn it. The other thing is obviously the human waste side of things. At the minute, you bring it in, you pack it out, so we're having to obviously use bags and toilets and things like that. What I want to do is go to more of a military system where we burn it. So what I'm looking for now is I found a really sturdy pallet. So I'm about cutting a hole out of that, putting a bog seat on it, but I want something to lift it up and sit it on, so we can still have the bag idea, but then once everybody's got the bags and they're put away from camp, one unlucky person who's failed miserably at admin or something like that, we can punish by they can be on poo duty and they can burn it. So I'm just having a mooch around now, see if I can find something to make this platform on. And I think we're going to bring half a barrel or something like that. That'll be the burn barrel. So there's no end of stuff. I'm just going to have a look in here. This is one of the old pheasant pens where they used to rear the pheasants up. So I'm going to have a look around this thing and have a look around all the other pens and bits and pieces, because from what I've shown on the video, I've shown nothing of this place, absolutely nothing. There's another couple of clearings and open areas and what used to be lakes and all sorts. So I'll have another wander up this end, I think. Spring's coming, so next thing will be all these ferns, and they're everywhere. I mean, in here it's like waist to chest deep all over, so you can move about the place really well if you didn't want to be seen. And I'll give it a few more weeks and it's going to be absolutely heaving with them. You won't if you have a look back, I think it's about 2 years ago, there's a video of me walking around shooting this place. You'll see how green this place is. It's just a shame it's so dense. It's never been harvested. I don't know. It just seems like everything's fighting for the canopy. I'm guessing that's why there's so much dead standing stuff, because it's, at the end of the day, if it loses the fight for light, it's dead, isn't it? Half of me is kind of glad it's been so cold today, because it's rabbits everywhere. it's one of them ones where if it was red hot, I think all the mozzies would be out. And the other thing around here as well is there is actually adders. I don't mind snakes so much when you get them out of a tank or something like that, but when you're picking a wood pile up or something and there's something there, in the UK, I don't know about everybody else, I get a bit, it's not even an option that you think about there's going to be a snake under there, is there? But this place there is, quite a lot of them apparently. So yeah, I suppose when it warms up, that's when you're going to see them basking in the sun, isn't it? Plenty of wildlife in here, isn't there? Everywhere you see, look at all these little runs and holes everywhere. Well, I'm having a bit of a wander. Questions that I always get: how do you find a permission? Well, you can't just go on eBay and find one. Unfortunately, you can get land for sale. Well, it's not for sale; it's for you buying the leasehold or whatever it is. So you'd have it for 50 years or 100 years or what have you, and you can't really do anything with it apart from a bit of camping like this. Maybe a bit of groundwork or coppicing or something. Your best bet is find something commercial. So somewhere where the woodland's a byproduct, like with your farms, they have to leave set aside. So if you can get to know some farmers or some outdoorsmen that know the farmers, and gain the trust, do some work for them. I'm not saying get paid for it. Do some work for them. Let them get to know you, you get to know them. I've been coming here 2 years to this wood, shooting it and helping my mate out before I was allowed to camp in this one. The other one, Andy's, the Viking Woods, been going there years and years before I could get camping on that one. It's not the easiest thing to find. It really isn't. There's no straight answer for it. All I can say is get to know more outdoors people. But I mean, like, not just you, like myself, the wild campers and things like that, the people that work in the outdoors, that spend all the day in there, that aren't bothered about doing this kind of thing, but they have to work in it, because they're the people that it's just a byproduct. They're not bothered about it. So that's all I can really say about finding somewhere like this. I mean, this is amazing. This is more than I could ever dream of. But it's there is places out there, and a lot of them are private. So it's all about getting to know that person. So yeah, Facebook. I get quite a few friend requests off people with a million mutual friends and stuff, but I've still got absolutely no idea who you are. It's Facebook, my profile's kind of my personal thing. It's got all my pictures of me being stupid. I've been on there a decade or so, there's pictures on there that aren't going to be public. But there is the Instagram page, Bug Out Vehicles UK Instagram. I'm on there. I put more small stuff on than what I do the YouTube. There's also the group on Facebook, Bug Out Vehicles UK Facebook group. It's the group, not the page. I don't put much on the page. That group, go on there. I'll add you to that if you put a request in. Just make sure your security settings aren't too tight, because I've had a few people that I can't tell when you look at it if you're a fake account, because there'll be a couple of friends on there. It's not a picture of a person, it's just a picture. Let's see if I can sort this focus. Yes, there'll be like a profile picture, but it's not a picture of a person. It's just like a cartoon or something, or there'll be nothing on there to distinguish that it is a real person. There'll be no information. There'll be nothing that you can see. Which, fair play if you've got tight security settings, but from running a group, how do I know you're not just a fake account that's been set up just to go on there and gather information, or whatever these fake accounts are for? I don't really get it. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Messaging me, people keep messaging me, which is great, don't get me wrong. Just bear in mind, I do have a life. And by that I mean, I may be at work, I may be having a bad day, I might not respond straight away. And also, late at night, it's you've got to bear in mind, I need my beauty sleep. I mean, look, this is what happens when you don't get it. So, when my phone's pinging away on the bedside table, I don't really need that. And with my job as well, I can't just put my phone on silent. So, yeah, just please bear that in mind. I am human. I think that's about it. Meats, that was another one. Meats. A few people have asked, I mean, people want to come to this place. I mean, that's a fair point. I get that. And I don't really do meats at my own permission. Reason being, I've tried it. I've done open mates, and a few times I've had knobheads turn up. And statistically, you know, if you're dealing with thousands of people or even hundreds of people want to come, there's a good chance that out of that percentage, there's going to be a few knobs, and they seem to be the ones that want to come. So I don't need the drama. This is my relaxation time. This is me time. I don't need to deal with people that I don't know, that I've met off the internet, that are causing me problems. So that's why I don't do meets at my permission. Like I say to everybody, I'll be going to Edale. That's same weekend as the Bushcraft show in May. It's the Great Northern Bushcraft Conference, I think it is. Loads on YouTube. There's a page on Facebook. I'm sure you can find it. So I'll be going to that. Get to know me at the meets. It's one of them things. You get to know someone over time, and that's how you build up trust and stuff. And that's or through someone. You know, if there's someone that comes to the meets and they say, "Can I bring a mate?" and they turn out to be decent and stuff, they can come to the open meets. But I still like my chill time with just a few friends. Do you know what I mean? It's nice just to have a couple of people and not worry about anything. So all in all, that was a good few minutes of me being antisocial and waffling on. I'm going to go back and check on the fire. I'll have a rummage around the cupboards and see what we fancy for tea. But yeah, I'm tired this weekend again, if you can't tell. I'm suffering a bit with my back. I've got a trapped nerve in my back, and my van's really not helping. I've had to do a lot of miles, so just relaxing a bit, not doing any lifting or logs, just generally being out of the house, because the missus is dog sitting and I don't like disobedient, hyperactive dogs, and that's what she's dog sitting, so I've got a pass for the next few weekends. I could use a chainsaw, but Carl's having much needed beauty sleep. So what I'm thinking is, I can bugger off. Come on there. Come on there. tell what it is yet. Right, so probably do with the next one out as well. Let's have a look at that. I made something. It's a load of shit, like. It's crude, it's simple, it works. That's all we need. Does anybody else find with cast iron cookware, even though you clean it and season it, when you put it away, it might be just because the cupboard I put it in, bottom cupboard of the Land Rover, it might be a bit damp, but they always end up looking, I don't know, you still get speckles of like a build-up of rust and just generally looking not so nice. I mean, it probably is alright, but I don't know. I've not used this for months, but I'm still going to boil it and scrub it and re-season it before I cook on it again. Anybody else have this? Right, I've got loads of rat packs and dehydrated stuff and canned, pre-made canned meals and stuff, but I don't know, I like throwing stuff together. I've not got the best taste buds in the world anyway, so it's always a bit of a giggle what you're going to make. So I'm going to make a bitzer. It's bits of this and bits of that. So to start with, main ingredient, back of every Land Rover there should be at least half a dozen of these, cans of Spam. So let's get my Gordon Ramsay special out. I love Spam. The amount of different meals you can make out of it. I mean, just spam and eggs. It's one of my favourite. Spam and eggs, blob of tomato sauce, blob of brown sauce. That's a good sandwich. That that's a good cheer you up any day of the week. But even down to spam fajitas, spam pasta, bits and pieces like that. I love it. I apologise as well for the I noticed when I was editing the other day, when I'm walking along, the microphone rattles. I think it's my microphone, I don't know what it is. Horrible rattling noise, and I think it's the little lead that comes out of the microphone and into the side of the camera. I think that's where the jack plug is. It just kind of makes a horrible noise. So anybody that's got a Canon 700D or similar, let me know if you have that same issue and what you do to rectify it, or if it's just a new microphone or what. Also, for anyone wondering, because I have them little pop-up things at the bottom, little Google ad things, any money that I do make off that, which is very little, it all goes into buying like said camera, microphone, towards my Mac. I'm saying towards my Mac. All this stuff I've bought myself, but any little bits, that money goes towards it. It goes straight back into the channel. I'm also looking at doing some more, wow that's hot, hoodies, polo shirts, hats, things like that. And again, before I did them, I didn't make any money whatsoever off it, and it actually cost me money when people mess me about and whatnot. I'm going to stick a few quid on each one of those, and again, it'll buy more stock, but then once there is a bit of money there, it'll buy a better camera and other bits, maybe even like more group shelters or things like that. Probably more filming gear, to be honest, because I want the channel to get better. So that's starting to brown a little bit, which is nice. So now we need to build the fluid side of this up. So we're going to get us chopped tomatoes. I have to apologise, I've just realised I left my camera on manual focus, so if that was all absolutely out of focus and crap, I'll have probably lost no end of footage. the knife I'm using. So all we've got here is just some tortilla wraps. So we'll just heat these up a little bit. Just keep turning that a little bit till it's nice toasty warm, and then we'll load it up, and that will be, it's not a massive meal, we'll have supper later on when we've had a bit of a drink. Well, that heated up well. Too bloody well. Woo! It's too hot to hold that. The verdict will be, like I say, I had a bit of an accident at work a good few years ago, and my taste and smell isn't overly amazing because of some gas I was breathing in or something. And so the test will be whether Carl can stomach this, because he can actually taste properly. There we go. This is too bloody hot to eat at the minute. It's been in a hot place, hasn't it? Oh, that's got a good kick to it. I'm not so sure about that snack stop thing I put in. The barbecue is a bit too much, but it's definitely giving it something other than just tomato and meat, if you know what I mean. So I probably wouldn't have bothered with that if I had an onion, but it's taking its place nicely. Yeah, definitely edible. You're in fucking sleep, I can't blame you. Didn't even realise. I think it'll come out okay, but not amazing.
Yeah.
Skull everybody. It's quite windy tonight, and it's coming. It goes quiet for a while, and then boom, a lot of wind, and we can hear trees cracking and popping and creaking, and because that's the downside of this woodland, is it is dense. There is too many trees in for this area, so there is some weak ones out of them, and yeah.
I think the chainsaw's coming out.
Yeah, the chainsaw's definitely coming out, especially around this bit of the camp. Good morning. Oh, I love sitting here with the back door open. Well, laying here, I'm still in bed. Oh. This is the beauty of the ambulance body. I mean, they've built campers on 110s and stuff. The bed fills the back. With this, you've still got room to walk down the side of the bed. It's a good sized bed, and you've still got your kitchen. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter too. I'm probably going to take about a foot, maybe a foot and a half off the length of it, because it's ridiculously long. I'm 6'3", and it's more than long enough for me, which will give me room for down the bottom. It'll give me room for a fridge or something. So, a morning view. Oh, I've got a coffee sorted, so the world's not a bad place so far. It's Easter Sunday, so I'm sure my little one will be tearing the house to pieces looking for eggs as we speak. Right, so we're just tidying the camp up now. You can see everything's squared away and that. We're gonna get a few blocks, bricks, what have you, raise this up a little bit, so because it's over there, it's starting to scorch the ground a little bit, which it's not normally an issue, but this woodland's on peat, so we don't want that catching. We do damp it down and everything. We always dig it first thing in the morning, make sure it's not travelled or anything like that, and totally saturate the area with whatever water we've got left on us. So yeah, that's tidied away now, so I'm gonna get it back. Maybe try and get a bit done on, I don't know whether to do a bit more on my water system, because I've bought a fancy new low profile water tank to keep the weight a little bit lower in the back, and also take it across to the driver's side to try and even the weight out of the kitchen, or whether to crack on a little bit more with the trailer, because I wouldn't mind the trailer doing 3-dale, but that's touch and go whether it's going to get done or not. So there we go. Carl's just spotted this. This is one of the first trees into the camp, and it looks like it's doing alright up there. Give that a kick again, Carl. Fucking absolutely rotten inside, so that's dangerous. So that's coming down when we get here next weekend, straight away. But I reckon though, you want to cut it off. You see where that split is? There.
Yeah.
So it's still useful as a...
Or should we drop it before we go? Or leave it until next weekend? Oh, we'll do it next Friday.
Do it next weekend when everyone's about. It's always a good laugh on us.
Yeah, just don't want too many vehicles about when we drop it.
Well, we'll just do it first few people get here.
Yeah, make sure all the vehicles back out of the way.
Yeah. I'm going to try a different way back today. We're going the same way through the woods over and over again, and it's leaving a bit of a distinct track that leads you straight into the camp, so I'm going to start going different ways, because there's loads of different roads through this woodland. You can go that way back round to the shell scrapes, or and here, look. Big place, very big place. Look at that for timing, it's just started to rain. I don't know if you can see, but look at all the trees in there that have either fallen or they're jammed, or it's just so packed. I've just seen Carl's trying to follow me this way back. It's a bit narrow for him. I'm driving to the left because that's a bit of a trench dugout covered over. So if anyone wants to come flying in, they might get a bit of a surprise. More squirrels down that road. That's the way I normally come in. That takes you to another clearing, and them bluebells look good. Another wind damaged, well, another 2 wind damaged trees, 3. It's like last season. Another one there. Well, I hope that made a half decent video anyway. There's stay to me this morning. Yeah, there wasn't much on. We only came out to give Rob doing the shooting and stuff, and we went down to the bottom just to chill out for an hour or two and didn't end up going home. So if you enjoyed that, give us a thumbs up and a comment and all the usual stuff. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one, which is going to be, I'll be out when this is uploaded. I'll set it to a timer thing, and that is Stu's birthday party, so that should make a good weekend. I think we've got a 100 bird call it birdies, clays. 100 bird shoot, and there's a bit of a surprise for Stu in that, because we're going to get all worry for him. Yeah, so look forward to the next one. See you later.